Hi there, so it's Adam Franklin here, and I'm here with Tim Reid, host of Australia's #1 marketing podcast, Small Business, Big Marketing. He's also host of Australia's most popular internet marketing training podcast, Ocean Freedom. He's the author of the book Cha-Ching and a popular keynote speaker. Welcome, Timbo.
G'day, Adam. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Okay, are you ready?
Mate, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Fantastic. Now, there's a lot of
I feel a little bit underdressed.
Well, maybe I'm overdressed, Tim. It's all good.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of talk at the moment about content marketing versus traditional marketing. Now, what do you see the difference being? And then what does effective content marketing look like?
Righto. So, two simple words here, push and pull. That's 3 words, but push, pull. So, old school marketing was all about pushing out content on unsuspecting prospects in the hope that they would buy, at least knock on your shop door, give you a ring, send you an email. Advertising, sponsorship, direct marketing, letterbox drops, that type of stuff is what we call push marketing. And there's an absolute role for it. It's worked a treat for decades. It's in some cases better than others. And having worked in advertising for, 15 years, I know a lot. I've done a lot of push marketing. But then along comes the internet and introduces us this concept of pulling people towards us. By the way, the internet wasn't kind of the creator of content marketing, because content marketing also, people have been writing books for years, but this concept of pull marketing is where you pull people towards you because you are providing information that makes them go, this guy knows what he's talking about. She seems to know a lot about their particular industry. And it's kind of based, for me, content marketing, Adam, is based on the premise that every single one of us, you, me, anyone listening to this as a small business owner, is standing on a mountain of knowledge. We all know a lot about what it is we do. And we have a choice. We can either go, you know what, I'm just going to hold it close to my chest and share it piecemeal, or I'm going to share it openly. I'm going to share my knowledge openly via a podcast, via a blog, via speaking from stage, via a book, via a forum, via a mastermind group. And in doing so, position myself as an expert and pull people towards me in the hope that at some point they're going to go, geez, what have you got that I can buy from you?
And then, Tim, what are some of the common mistakes you see as people try and make this shift into content marketing?
Yeah, okay, so common mistakes. So what I'm seeing, I've been podcasting, the Small Business Big Marketing show has been going for 3.5 years now. And at the time when I started doing that podcast, it wasn't early days, because podcasting had been around for about 7. It was early days in Australia, and there weren't many people doing it. Now, what is happening? See, I've got this thing, right? There's never been a better time to market a small business, ever. That is a fact. And part of that is the fact that there are all these wonderful channels for people like you and I, exactly what we're doing now, to get our message out into the marketplace. Given that that's the case, there's lots more people doing it. It's pretty easy to create a podcast now. The beautiful Blue Yeti, the MacBook Pro, Skype call recorder, happy days. It's pretty easy to write a book now and get it published on Amazon using a website like Lulu. It's pretty video marketing, because we've got the best video camera going around in our pockets. So there's a whole lot more people doing it, Adam. So the trap I'm seeing is that the quality of their content lacks. They go, Ripper, I can do video marketing, and then they go, oh, hang on, what do I have to say if I hit the record button? And that's just a classic marketing principle. A classic, like marketing wake-up call, I call them, is this. Get your message right first before you worry about where to put it. Okay? Video, blogging, podcasting, write a book, whatever. It really depends on what's your thing. Do you like looking down the barrel of a camera? Do you like writing? Do you like talking into a microphone? They're easy decisions. What do you got to say is the harder decision.
Sure. So, Tim, if you were in charge of a fast growth business, like many of Bluewire Media's clients, what would your approach to marketing be, and what are some of your top tips, I guess, to achieve the biggest wins to kickstart that marketing momentum?
Okay, so let me understand that question clearly. So it's like if you were embarking on a serious marketing campaign, what are your kind of top threes?
Yeah, your top 3 tips.
Okay, and let me ask, Bluewire clients, marketing savvy? Put you on the spot here. You got to be careful what you say. Marketing savvy or looking for real guidance?
Marketing savvy, looking to make that shift into the internet world and the digital world, and to apply a lot of their marketing principles that have worked well offline, but make that transition online.
Okay, so number one, what I've already said, which is get your message right first before you worry about where to put it. And what I mean by that, and messages like verbal message, written message, spoken message, you want to go completely, off the radar. Talk, smell, sound, touch. Play to the senses. Every one of our senses takes in messages, and so what messages do we put out to appeal to the senses? Because marketing is emotional, and the more we can appeal to people's senses, the more emotional connection we get with our consumers, our prospects, our customers, the more likely they're going to be drawn towards us, pull marketing, and they're going to stay with us. So build a brand. Part of message creation is spend the necessary time building a brand. Know what it is you do, how you do it, who your best mates are, what's the personality you want to get across in your messages. You just got to know that stuff. Once you know that stuff, I actually get really specific here, Adam, and say, go and have your website designed and written completely. Because the websites, and they already may have that, but review it in the light of the work you've done on your brand. Because your website's the place where the most information can live about your business. Now, that doesn't mean you should have 1 million pages, although that'd be pretty cool because that means you're getting a lot of stuff indexed by, the all-powerful Google. But what it does mean is that get your message right on your website, your words, your copy, your images, your video, your audio, all that type of stuff. Because once you've got your website sorted, your website's home base for all that other marketing activity, social media, video marketing, and all the above-the-line activity that you're doing. If you've got a brochure out in the marketplace, or you've got a radio campaign, or you're speaking from stage, people are going to go and check you out online. You are who Google says you are, and they are going to come in and check. They're going to go. In an ideal world, they're going to ring you and say, where do I sign? Who do I give the money to? In the real world, they're going to go and check you out on your website. So message first, medium second, get your website sorted, and then look at, there's a great saying, are you online or have you just got a website? And I love that because most small business owners think they're online because they've got a website. And that's just that's not true anymore. That's 10 years ago, Being online now means like an online strategy that has a whole lot of channels feeding in to your website, whether it be social media is one of them, Like everyone wants to have the social media conversation. It bores me. It's a bit of a bright shiny object. It's important. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Pinterest, they're not going away, but they can. There's a lot of small business owners who think that they are the silver bullet for their marketing, and they're not. They can be a real distraction and a real letdown. So if you're going to choose a social media channel, choose wisely. Choose wisely based on the fact that you are going to be able to commit to keeping it up with current content, useful content, and be in it for the long haul. Because, social media is just people having conversations online. That's all it is. It's, forget repins and likes and retweets and hashtags. Just worry about the fact that it's people having conversations online, and the same rules apply offline as they do online. So there you go.
That's fantastic, Tim. Thank you for that. And I totally agree. You are what Google says you are, and that's one of the most important things. They say people are going to be Googling you once they meet you, once they hear about you, once they get your business card. So where can people find out more about Tim Reid, the ideas guy, the #1 podcaster, and the very popular keynote speaker?
That's the best question you have ever asked.
Thank you.
Well planned, well asked. So Tim Reid, reid.com.au. If they want to book me for a keynote, which is what I do a lot of. 2013 is my year of the keynote and workshops. So head over there, and if you want to listen to Australia's #1 marketing show, then head over to smallbusinessbigmarketing.com. And every Tuesday, I put out an interview. I call them fireside chats, where I have a fireside chat with a successful small business owner that I reckon is cranking some aspect of their marketing. And they go for about 40 minutes an episode and been doing that for 3 years. Love it.
Fantastic. So the time it takes to drive into work, go for a run or catch the bus somewhere, listen to Tim Reid's awesome podcast. Thank you so much, Timbo.
Love your work, Adam. Thanks, mate, for having me.